Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the open heart oracle messages and the little love notes. So what does your person want you to know? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. They give me a bit of fear. And I feel they're releasing fear around making a move because I am feeling a door is open for communication between today and the 9th of November. So if you're watching this in real time, it's very likely you could have communication coming in, especially around the full moon. I feel the 4th to the 6th is significant. So if you haven't watched the reading from earlier already and that's resonating with you, or you're waiting for a communication, maybe watch that reading because it will help, because communication is being restored and it is coming. Just have faith in the when. So what do they want to say to you today? What do they want to say to you today? What's on their mind? What do they want to say to you? What do they want to say? What's on their mind? Thank you, angels. There we go. I feel there's one more shuffle. One more shuffle they're telling me. There we go. Okay. And what else do they want to say to you? There we go. Okay. So the message coming through then today, first card is, I'm working out how to move forward. Now that really resonates with what we said before. The earlier reading, what they're doing today is reflecting on how to move forward, how to make a move, what to say. And this can also be how to move forward with you in a relationship. So this could also be about things they need to release in their life, things they need to let go of, change, deal with, sort out, financial things, karmic things. And they're working out how to do that. So I do feel a lot of reflection today about the next steps to take, especially with this energy shift that I'm feeling between today and the 9th of November. So I'm working out how to move forward. So you may see foxes. Foxes are a sign of that. Solutions, decisions coming in. You could see wolves as well, because that's a sign of telepathy. So you may also be having these very vivid dreams where they are coming into your dreams to show you or speak to you about how they're going to move forward. So you're going to be shown the plan. It could be through a dream. It could be through a vision you have. Maybe you have an idea and it just pops in your mind. You think, I just know that's what's going to happen. You could see a sign or a synchronicity. But they are saying, I am going to move forward to you. I'm just working out how to do that. And they give me a little block. And it's about clearing the air. So they're also trying to work out what words they're going to say, how they're going to do it. They could be thinking about what they're going to do, as in send a message, an email, a phone call. They could be working that out too. And they're saying, so look at my actions through the lens of love. So what they're hoping that you're going to do is look at the way they've behaved in a higher way. Because remember, if they've pulled away from you, there's always a reason. And it's never directly about you, as in that you've done anything wrong or anything like that. It's about their own insecurities, their own struggles, things they've got to heal in their own life. And that's what they are hoping you can see, that it wasn't your fault. And I feel a lot of them will be apologising if they've made you feel that it was, or if they made you feel like an option, or that you didn't matter to them. But ultimately, they are kind of trying to say, please understand that if I pulled away from you, I was trying to protect you. I didn't want to drag you into my drama, my gossip, my karmic stuff. I didn't want to affect your vibration anymore and your light and your positivity. So I pulled away until I could be in a better headspace. And I feel a lot of them are feeling that way right now, like they're in a better headspace. They can see things more clearly because they've been reflecting on what to do. And that's why they're feeling more ready to move forward towards you and take action and reach out than they were before. So look at my actions through the lens of love. In other words, what they're saying is, I do love you and I do try and do what's right for you and for us, even though it may not seem that way. It's like they are trying to make you see that in their eyes they're trying to do the right thing, even though it comes across otherwise. I can imagine us getting married, can you? So a lot of them are visualising the future, and a lot of them see marriage there. Can you? Especially for those of you who want that. Okay, so for those of you who definitely know that you've got marriage in your future, like that's perhaps what you wanted. This is your sign that they are visualising that too, that they've had a vision or a dream or a fantasy where you've been married. And they've wondered if you've seen that too. So that could be your sign right now. If you're watching this and perhaps you've just had a vivid dream that you've got married, or they've proposed to you, or you've been seeing signs about marriage, this is your sign that you're on the same page in that respect, that they want it and so do you. Some of you may not want marriage, or you may not be into marriage, or you may not be thinking about marriage right now, but they've still visualised that. If they are married to someone else, they've perhaps had a vision of it being you. I wish it was you. I wish you were the one who was lying next to me. I wish you were the one who was walking up the aisle. I wish you were the one I got those memories with. So if they're already in something like a marriage or a commitment, they know they've got to release that to be with you, because they can visualise being with you in that commitment, in that marriage, in that way. So they know they've got to release something. This can also go for you if you're the one married, or if you're in a relationship, you have got to release what you're in to be together as well. So I feel this is like freeing yourselves up to be together, and they've had a vision of that. And they may have even come to you in a dream and shown you in that dream that they're going to marry you, or they've given you a ring, or some way of showing you that you're going to be together. Yeah, there's a lot of visualising going on here, a lot of fantasising and escapism. I'm imagining what it will be like when we see each other again. So they're also imagining what it's going to be like when they come forward to you, when you see each other again, how it's going to feel, what it's going to be like, how it's going to go. Because they are hoping that you're seeing their actions from the lens of love. And what I'm also feeling with this is when they do move towards you and take action, which they intend to, whether it's reaching out or knocking on your door or coming and seeing you in person, they're hoping you're going to see that action step that they're giving you, like that action of communicating or moving towards you through the lens of love. It's like they are saying to you, please recognise that this is an act of love, me making a move towards you. It's my way of showing you that I love you. It's my way of showing you that I care, that I'm invested, that I can see a future with you, that I want a future with you. Even if it's just a, hey, how are you doing? Or an emoji, or even if it's the smallest interaction to test the water with you, they are hoping that you can look at their action through the lens of love, not fear, and recognise that it's because they care and they want to weigh back in. That they've been imagining what it will be like when you're together again, because they want to be together with you again. They want to be around you. They want to talk. They want to kiss you. They want to love you. They want to make love to you. They want to be seen by you. They want to be felt and heard and understood. And in the reading we did yesterday in the DM check-in, they just want to hold you again. They want to be able to spend some time with you again. So they're overcoming their fears, their guilt, their struggle to be able to do that. And that's why they're saying, I hope you can see it with the lens of love. I hope we can sort this out. I hope we can get on. I hope we can move it forward. And they were imagining that. And they were imagining being with you again. And then they were imagining what it will be like in the future with you, marrying you, living with you, spending time with you. And they're saying it's so hard to find the right words, but I am trying. So many of them don't know what to say. They don't know how to move it forward. And that's what they're thinking about. I'm working out how to move forward because it's so hard to find the right words. I am trying though. Please try and see it through the lens of love. So they are trying to find those words. They could be even writing a message out today. If you see them typing, for example, or you see they're online on social media, and you're thinking what they're doing, who they're talking to, what's going on, they're actually thinking about you. They may well be drafting a message they intend to send to you. They could even be drafting that message, deleting that message, writing it again, but not yet pressing the send button. Because I feel that's coming between the 4th and the 9th. Well, the 4th and the 6th is significant, but definitely something big shifting between now and the 9th in real time if you're watching this. So something is going to happen because they're saying, I am going to move forward. I am going to do this. I'm just working out how to. They're giving me fear and they're releasing fear. And they're saying, pay attention to how I make you feel. So I feel what they're trying to say here is they're going to make you feel good with this interaction. So pay attention to that. It's like they're saying, I hope you realise it's a big thing for me to contact you. I want to make you feel good because they know in the past they've let you down and hurt you and they may have made you feel not so good. But again, no one can make you feel anything without your own permission anyway. You're in control of your own thoughts and you learn how to become the master of your emotions. Well, I feel this is them saying to you, pay attention to how I make you feel when I reach out. I'm going to make you feel good. I'm going to make you feel like you matter. I'm going to make you a priority. So I feel they want you to know that they intend to show up for you the right way. And they want you to look at it through the lens of love, not fear. So in other words, they don't want you to judge them or make them feel bad for taking action because it's a big thing for them to take action. To you, it may not be. You may be thinking it's easy to reach out. All you've got to do is send a message. But they go through all their fears about rejection and perhaps the reasons why they shouldn't do it if they're with someone else, or whatever it is. It's a big thing for them to take action. They're saying, you're the only one that truly gets me. That's another reason why they want to be around you, because you see them beyond the mask. You see their truth. You feel their soul. You know the real version of themselves. And you really do get them, because you are a twin and you are a soul and you understand, and you're spiritual and intuitive. So you get what's going on. You understand them where nobody else does. And you see a side of them that nobody else does. And that's what you have to remember. You get a side of them that nobody else gets, because that's unique and special and secret between the two of you. And that's why they're saying, you need to let me go so I can grow. So this message is about you letting them contact you. Because I feel this is what you've done. You've let them go so you can let them grow. So in other words, if you've been working on that, if you have kind of let them go their own way and do their own thing, if you've stopped reaching out and you've pulled your energy back, they've been growing. So I feel that for some of you watching, you know, if you're the one that's constantly reaching out, or you're stressing over this right now, they're saying, you need to let me go so I can grow. Now, this doesn't mean that it's over between the two of you. It means you need to let them be able to move towards you without any pressure or fear or struggle, so they can come to you when they are ready to, when they can find those words, and when they can move it forward. And that's what they're reflecting on. But I feel this is, many of you have already done that. You've already let them go because you felt that need to do that for their growth, because you knew that they couldn't come forward to you while they were still in the same energy that they were in. Especially if they were in a very negative energy, if you weren't on the same page, if you weren't vibrating the same, because you were operating in this higher light. So I feel what this is about is that you've let them go. Not you've moved on, but you've let them go their own way. You've let them do their own thing so they could grow. And now they are ready to take some kind of action. And I've got two timelines coming through for this, because I feel some of you are ready for communication. Some of you aren't quite there yet. What I mean by that is, if you've already let them go their own way and you've stopped reaching out, you've been doing you, doesn't matter whether it's been for a day, a week, a year or 20 years, they've been growing and now they're ready to move forward. So it's very likely, if you're in that category, for example, if you're like, yeah, that's what I've been doing, it's very likely you could have communication coming in between now and the 9th of November. Now, if you haven't been doing this, if you're still initiating things and perhaps you've reached out recently and they haven't replied, or then you need to let them go. Doesn't mean you need to move on. You can't move on from your person. Understand what I mean by this? It's about surrender. It means let them come back to you when they've grown a little bit. You glow, you do your own thing, you focus on your own growth yourself, and that's what I talked about in the early reading about this journey being about soul growth, and then they'll move forward towards you. So if you're feeling like, yeah, I know I need to let them go, I need to stop panicking and stressing and being anxious, it's likely you may receive communication a little bit later. So your communication could come in around Thanksgiving, around the end of the month, towards December then. So I have got two timelines. So don't panic and stress if you're thinking, well, they're not moving towards me. Maybe you watch this video today and you check back in 2 weeks and you're thinking, well, they didn't reach out, Liz. It's very likely because you're still learning to let go. But for those of you that have let go, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you get communication coming in very soon, especially between the 4th and the 6th around this full moon. So big things are shifting. So just have faith, because they're planning what to do. Even if you're still trying to reach out to them, they still want to move forward towards you. But this is also a huge message to let them go, because for those of you who are in that category where you still do need to let them go so they can grow a little bit, pay attention to how it's been making you feel. You may feel drained, depleted, tired. That's a sign from your higher self to pull your energy back to you. And let them work out how to move forward. Let them imagine what it would be like to be with you again and what it would be like to lose you. Let them visualise how it is. And you focus on what you desire. So yeah, focus on the end result. Perhaps visualise getting married to them and being with them, but let go. And then they can grow to find the right words and move forward. So regardless of where you are on your own journey right now, they are imagining a future with you, what it would be like to see you again, to be able to be with you, what it would be like to marry you and have a future with you. And they are working out how to move towards you and towards that outcome. That's what's on their mind. And that's why they're trying to say, please try and look at my actions through the lens of love. So if they need space, that's why. So they can process all of that. They need time to find the right words. They need time. They don't need pressure or you trying to make something happen, because you're being guided to let go of control, to let them make the move and take action to you, because that's how they step into their masculine power. And you step into your feminine power by remembering that when you allow, things naturally come to you, that you are magnetic, that you don't need to chase anyone or anything. You just need to be authentic, be present, and be you. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.